signal because the camera broke down. So I've managed to get the camera repaired, and here I am again putting snooker pro tips on YouTube. This one is to do with potting. I have done one already on potting, but I'm getting a lot of messages now from a lot of you who are struggling with the potting side of the game, mainly because what most of you are coming back to me with is dummy ball and ghost ball. These are very difficult methods of trying to pot balls, actually. And if you can notice now, what I've actually got here now is a ball with a spot on it. It's just a cue ball with a spot on it. And what that spot is there, actually, is the place you need to hit it to pot it. So if I just put a cue at the back of the pocket, just so we show you the line, and the only reason I'm putting this cue on is just to help with the line of the shot. So there's the line of the shot, you can see there, and what I'm trying to sort of get the message across is that that line now is actually coming through the white ball. So now that spot actually is the line coming through the white ball. That's the spot where you need to hit it. And it's as simple as that. It's a lot better to try it this way than it is to say, I've got to imagine a ball that's there, or I've got to place a ball that's there, then you have to take that ball away. If it is I asked you to draw a snooker ball from your imagination onto a piece of paper, you wouldn't get the right size. It's very difficult to imagine a ball there in front of it. And also what it does, it complicates because it adds another dimension to something that you've got to put into the game. Whereas if we put a target onto the ball, I think most of you would fancy it in trying to hit that target. So that's what that spot is. Again, if I just zoom in, so there's the spot, and you can just see there, that's what you need to be hitting. Now obviously you can't do this in a game, so the way around it is actually, so as you can try and put it into your game, if we imagine you're going to play the quarter ball shot, which is this one here, the white ball on the end. So now we're taking it now, this is where you're actually standing. So you'll have to try and forget the three whites that are to the side of it. So that's the shot you've got. So now if it is you're struggling slightly with your potting and you're looking for this spot, so now the trick is to come round to this position. So as you look directly with the object ball straight into the corner pocket. Now once you've got the line of the line coming through the ball, and now you've got that spot, keep your eye on the spot, bring yourself to this position, and then just focus on that spot. Obviously in the meantime, as you're queuing up, you're now focusing on the place where you're hitting on the white, and also the spot that you need to hit with the pot. But it's a lot easier to try and hit a spot rather than it is to try and imagine a ball that's there, or put a ball there and you've got to flick it away, and then you lose everything that's going on. So it's a lot easier when potting just to try and find a spot. Now for those of you that might think that that's a load of rubbish, this method of actually training to pot balls has come from a very high level in the game. In fact, it's from a former world champion who I won't name, but when I was in discussion with this gentleman, this came up, and actually when I thought about it and used it, it does work. So it's come from the very top level of the game. I'm not going to name drop, it's not my style, but that's where it's come from. So if it is you're playing, nice straight line, so there you are, you've got the spot, and then as you come around, the spot doesn't move. It's always going to be in the same place. So obviously, as long as you're at that spot, you're going to go close to potting that ball. And that there is just a simple way of understanding how to pot balls without actually thinking about ghost ball or dummy ball. It's not something I coach. It's not something I try and teach to anybody, for the simple reason is it's just too confusing. It's very confusing. Whereas if I tell somebody trying to hit a spot, most times they'll fancy hitting the spot. And it's as simple as that. It's been Snooker Pro Tips. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you.